what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I have not posted in forever. I started my YouTube page back up, and I know I said I was going to be consistent, but life has been getting the best of me, and college has been getting the best of me. So now that I'm on break, I have some time on my hands, and someone asked me to do a video on relationship 101, relationships 101 advice. So I asked some of my Snap followers to send me some questions, and I got a good amount. I'm gonna try not to make this video long because it's Thanksgiving and my family gonna be here soon, so I'm just trying to get it out the way. So let's get into the video. Question number 1: how do you get over a relationship? I would say, like, well, for me, I've been in a relationship before, obviously, and the first thing I do is like just block them off everything. Like, I don't want to see your face, I don't want to see your name. You feel me? Because that's not gonna help me get over you. If I have to see you in person, oh well, like if it's unavoidable, but just try to avoid being in any type of space or area with them. And just, like, honestly, let your emotions run. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to cry, especially if, it was a long relationship or y'all was together for a while. Like, that's normal. And you can't really avoid your feelings of how you feel about you guys breaking up. So just let all your emotions go and just let it take its course, because depending on who you are and how long it takes you to get over things, it might take a while, but once you over them, it's like the best feeling in the world. So just let it run, let it take its course. It's not really a proper way to say, like, how to get over a relationship, because everyone handles things differently. But for me, I just hit that block button. I don't want to see you. I don't want to link. None of that. So, and I just take it day by day. And I mean, it gets better. Like, it's not the end of the world at all. Like, the stuff we worry about when it comes to a guy or a girl or relationships, it won't even matter in like 10 years. Like, it's not that deep at all. Second question is, are you able to be friends with your ex? I've tried, but I mean, one of them I am able to be friends with. Like, I would say we're pretty cool, and the others, no. Like, I mean, I'm the type of person where I always try to see the good in people. So, if being friends after we break up is brought up, more than likely, I said yes, and we tried it, and it just didn't work. I mean, I feel like if you're gonna be friends with someone you dated, maybe y'all need to, like, take some time apart and then come back to try to be friends. Because y'all break up, there's so many emotions going on. Y'all still trying to low key act like y'all together. Like, cut that. So to answer the question, not off back, I would say don't try to be friends, but maybe, like, take some time away from each other and then try to revisit the friend thing if it's still there, but don't force it. Please don't force it. Third, do you think relationships last based off of history with the person or happiness? That's kind of a tough question, because sometimes people stay together based off of history. Like, even if they're not happy with who they're with, or they no longer want to be in the relationship, in their head they're like, oh, we've been together for so long, we've been through so much, I feel like we need to stay together. I don't agree. Forget that history. If you're not happy, or the person is not making you happy, or you're not being treated right, I don't care if y'all been together for 50 years, like, dip, you're wasting your time. When you could be with somebody who will actually make you happy and treat you right. So it depends on the situation, but I personally feel like happiness over history. But like I said, it depends on the situation. So 4, do you think A guy can go into a relationship with intentions of only having sex, but end up gaining feelings. Yeah, I feel like that could be a guy or a girl though. Yeah, like a girl could, just want to have sex, or a guy could just want to have sex, and then y'all end up getting deeper than sex, and y'all end up having feelings for each other. I'm sure it's happened. It's not happened to me, but I don't know. Like, I think it's definitely possible. It depends. Like, if y'all linking to just have sex, or when y'all done having sex, are y'all conversing? Are y'all getting to know each other? Like, it depends on the situation. Honestly, I feel. Do you think a female can replace another man's forever? Yo, this question got me weak. It's possible. I mean, but vice versa, it's possible. Like, it depends on the situation. Again, it depends on the situation, because say I'm dating somebody, right? And I'm unhappy. I don't want to be with this person, but I'm still here. Somebody come along and I'm starting to feel for them, kind of liking them a little bit, like a little bit. I'm starting to hang out and kick it with this person. Yeah, I mean, it's a chance. I guess it depends on who the person is with at the time, and their like where they stand. But I think it's possible somebody can come along and replace people. Like, I know somebody personally who did it. So, and they happy as ever together. So yeah, you can. You could try, I guess, if that's what you're shooting for. Um, what happened in your last relationship? I knew somebody was gonna ask me about that. We just weren't compatible. We, like, some people ask, was it the long distance? And I don't think so. I feel like whether you live 20 minutes from a person or an hour away, the same things happen in your relationship. And mine was 2 hours and 30 minutes. So, I mean, we did try to make it work, but it was coming to the point where I think both of us were just like starting to give up. It wasn't the distance, it was just things that were going on within our relationship that had nothing to do with distance. So, I don't want to really like disclose everything, but at the end of the day, it just, we weren't compatible, we weren't working out, and there were things that led up to our decision to break up. So it is what it is. Life goes on. That's that. Are you single? Yes. I'm single. I'm very single. I'm single. I'm single, and I didn't say that like 5 times. But yeah, I'm to myself. Just, I don't have anything going on except tennis and school and life. Life has been hitting me hard, honestly, but I'm thankful for the man above, because he gave me through everything. But yes, I am single, very single. What do you look for in a guy? Well, I'm really into God, and I think God needs to be the center of anything you do, especially a relationship. So, someone who is into God just as much as I am, wants to go to church. Obviously, like the basics, very trustworthy, loyal, of course, because don't nobody want to be with a friendly. Yeah, I know what I'm about to say, but yeah, friendly, loyal, ooh. My bad. Not friendly. Loyal, trustworthy, loves God, and has something going for themselves. Like, you can't be out here just chilling. Like, I have a lot going for myself. Like, you have to match my level. And I'm not saying that you have to have your whole life together before you enter a relationship with me. That's not what I'm saying, because I feel like we're supposed to help each other out in life if we're together. But you at least gotta have a plan. Like, please don't tell me you don't know anything. Like, you don't know what you want to do in your life. You don't know where you want to be in life. Like, if you're just clueless, you gotta go. Like, I can't. I just can't. So yeah, just the basics, and just someone who's ready to love as much as I'm ready to love, because it can't be like, you have to meet me halfway. You can't let me put all, it can't be like an 80-20 relationship. I'm not okay with that. You feel me? So as long as it's just a me and you thing, and you know, we both got our head on straight, you know, and we just doing what we need to do to maintain our relationship, then hey, we can go for it. Have you ever experienced lust? I Yeah, I have. I guess lust is when you think you feeling somebody, or you think you love somebody and you really find out you don't. You just was lusting. I've experienced it, but only once, and it was just like awkward as I don't know what. Cause like, he was feeling me, but I found out I wasn't really feeling him, so then I had to tell him, and it was just weird. But I've experienced. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have. It's a normal thing. When in a relationship, are you more nervous? Wait, when in a relationship, who are you more nervous for them to meet, your mom or your dad? It's probably equal, I feel, because my mom, how can I word this? She is a question person. Like, she gonna ask you a million and one questions. You gonna be like, I'm ready to go. Like, this lady asking me too much. She's gonna ask you a lot of questions. But she's not mean or like hard to talk to or anything like that when you first meet her. A lot of people think my mom is mean, but she's like, that's my best friend. She's not mean at all, and she's just gonna ask you a lot of questions. She just wants to know, get to know you. I mean, especially if I'm her daughter and I'm dating you. She wanna know you. She wants to know like some history, background. Like, are your parents together? Things like that, because you can learn a lot from a person by previous experiences they went through. So she's gonna ask you a lot of questions. My dad, on the other hand, he's probably not gonna ask you much, but he's not gonna like you at first. Baby girl, he's not gonna like you at first. Now, if you're like into sports and stuff, that's like a good leeway to my dad, because my dad is a sports fanatic. Well, my mama is too. She really loves basketball and football. My dad is pretty much all around. Like, he love sports, football, love it, basketball, love it. My little brother, he play basketball, I play tennis. My sister runs track, so we like a sports family. I think my little sister probably gonna play basketball. She loves shooting, shooting hoop. But yeah, they're both not really hard. But you're probably gonna get more conversation out of my mom when you first meet her than my dad. And like, the more I bring you around my dad, you'll get little by little conversation. But don't expect much, because I don't know. I don't know. It's pretty much equal though. What can push your significant other away? Shoot. Dang. Pride. Pride is definitely, I feel like, no, number one is obviously cheating or lying. But pride is a big thing, especially in our generation. Like, when you're first getting to know somebody, something might happen, like an argument or something like that, and like, I feel like our generation does not know how to push through arguments. Like, our generation doesn't know how to be stable, and our generation doesn't realize like, it's gonna be arguments, you're gonna have your downfalls, but is that somebody you really gonna want to work through an argument with, or just different things y'all might experience? Pride is a big thing, man. Pride, I know, because I've had my pride up in a lot of situations, and I wish I didn't. But I I feel like just because somebody says something and you might take it personal, or just because when you guys are arguing, somebody might say something out of the way, not disrespectful, but just like you're not understanding why they feel the way they feel. It's important to ask. Like, communication, I really feel like is key. And a lot of us don't know how to have communication. We just assume and keep it pushing. When if we would have communicated, things could have worked out. So, pride gets in the way. I feel like it's important to understand where your partner is coming from, or why they're saying the things that they're saying, or why they feel the way they feel, because you don't know what past experiences they had. You don't know why they're saying the things they're saying or acting how they acting. So pride gets in the way because you feel like, oh well, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that. But if you're really feeling that person, why not do it? So pride is a big thing in our generation. Not having communication is definitely a huge thing. And it's sad, like, because we communicate on social media more than we communicate with somebody we with. Even when it comes to friendships, like, communication is definitely important. And I feel like a lot of people, even like my personal experiences, there are some things that could have lasted a little bit longer if there was some communication, or pride went in the way. So, yep. Do you miss any of your exes? Nah, not on that level. Maybe like on a cool level, like I miss the time we did this or the time we did that. That was cool. But missing them as far as wanting to get back with them, I'm good off that. I'm good off that. So no. What's more important, sexual chemistry or spending time together? I feel like if you in a relationship and every time y'all get like hang out or kick it and y'all just having sex and then it really ain't no chemistry there without the sex, that's a problem. I need you to reevaluate your whole relationship. Like, that's weird. Your relationship shouldn't revolve around sex. I feel like if we can't kick it and not have sex or do anything sexual, then I feel like that's a friends with benefits type deal. Like, that title need to be reevaluated real quick, sis. But yeah, spending time together is obviously more important than having sex. Like, what? Yeah, friends with benefits. That's what that sounds like. Can insecurity ruin a relationship? Woo, child. Y'all nailing with these questions. Yes. Insecurity can ruin a relationship, especially if the person is not out here doing the things that the other one is assuming they're doing. Like, and two, if somebody is constantly acting insecure, it might also be because they're really the ones doing the dirt. Honestly, like, I know because I've experienced it before, and it wasn't me who was being insecure. But yeah, they might be insecure because of just bringing baggage from their past relationship to y'all's, and that ain't it. Or they might be insecure because they're really the ones doing the dirt. You never know. Okay, I'm about to. There's too many left. I'm about to just. Okay, how long was your longest relationship? It was in high school, on and off for about 2 or 3 years. That was my longest relationship. Is it really necessary to know everything from your partner's previous relationship? No, it's not necessary. You don't have to know all of their daggone business from their past relationships. I mean, sometimes they might not even feel comfortable talking to you about it, but I can say that they probably will begin to open up about things that have happened, because you guys may get into an argument and you're sitting here wondering like, well, why do they think I'm doing this, or why did they say this? And then if you ask them, they go that communication. If you ask them, they might be, well, like, in my past relationship, X, Y, and Z happened, da, 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 da. But do you have to know every single detail? No, like, no, you don't need to be worried about what happened. Don't worry about that. That's not gonna get you nowhere. Don't be worried about what happened in their past relationship. It's unnecessary. Bye. Um, in a relationship, what makes you happier, sharing or sacrificing? I think that's kind of the same, I guess. I mean, if I'm in a relationship, I don't mind sharing. I don't mind sacrificing. Like, that stuff is bound to happen. If you're in a serious, real, committed relationship, it's bound to happen. I don't mind buying my partner, or I don't mind buying who I'm with things. But I don't feel like a relationship, whether you're with a guy or girl, it should not be based off of materialistic things. I'm not a materialistic person. I don't have the latest name brand. I don't expect you to go buy me Uggs. Like, I just want your time for real and your loyalty. That's what a relationship, I feel, is based off of. I don't think it's anything wrong with spoiling who you're with. That's not what I'm saying. But it's okay to buy things. Just don't base your relationship off of materialistic things. Like, don't be with somebody just because they buying you all of this stuff. Because are you really happy at the end of the day? Like, you're happy you're buying them stuff, but if that stuff was subtracted from your relationship, would you still be happy? But I don't mind I don't mind sharing or sacrificing. Like, that's a given. But when it comes to my food, if I ask you, do you want something, and you tell me no, when I come in the crib with my food, don't ask me for none of my food. Like, I don't play about my food, for real. No. Have you ever been cheated on? If so, how did you handle it? Yes, I have been cheated on. And I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried. And then I bossed up after I got over him. Like, I'm telling y'all, the world really still goes on. Like, it goes on. That was probably like my first heartbreak. I got cheated on. And it happened. I went through the phases of getting cheated on. I cried. I blocked him. I kept it pushing. I didn't try to mess with anyone else because I felt like that wouldn't be fair to that person. Like, who am I to sit here and mess with you and then you thinking, oh, she really feeling me, and I'm really not. I'm just messing with you to get my mind off of him. Like, I try to, when I put myself in situations, I try to think about how the other person, or how I would feel if it was me, and how they would feel if they knew my motive. Feel me? So I don't recommend doing that. But yeah, I went through it. I got through it. I'm happy. Like, I'm cool. It is what it is. It's life. Like, things are gonna happen. Just try to have better judgment with who you give your time and your space and your energy to. Because there's some people who will never get my time, space, and energy, like, ever. It's a dub. So just be real careful so you can try to avoid situations like that. And get to know the person more. Because the longer you with somebody, you start learning a lot about them. Is it important for your boyfriend to know all your guy friends or vice versa? I feel like when it comes to being in a relationship, and if you have a guy best friend or a girl best friend, I really don't trust stuff like that, but that's just me. But if it is, and they really just strictly have that title as being friends, best friends, sis, bro, whatever, I would say it is important for them to know, because you don't want no random names popping up and then you questioning, like, who is this, or I've been with you for this amount of time. Well, I didn't know about them. Where this person coming from? Feel me? So yeah, it's important. Like, it's definitely important. I think, is that it? Is it? Oh, I answered that. Oh, I have two more. Okay, yeah, two more. If someone came along, would you be willing to get in a relationship? Am I looking for a relationship? No. Like, when I think about relationships, it just stresses me out. I feel like it's like that's somebody else who can ruin your day, get you in your bag, get you mad, your energy gone. That's a lot. That's a lot. But I do think relationships are a beautiful thing when you actually found a person you're really going to rock it out with to the end. So am I looking for a relationship? No. But if one came along, I'm not going to block it, especially if I'm really feeling a person and I really feel like we could have something. I'm not gonna sit there and dub the relationship if it's a really good guy, just because of my past experiences. Like, I'm not gonna bring my baggage from how someone else treated me to him. I don't think that's fair. So no, I'm not looking for a relationship, but if one came my way, I would definitely try to be open to it if I feel like we could get somewhere. And the last question, I lost it. Oh, do you have to go out and spend money for something to be considered a date? Okay. It depends on your definition of a date. Like, if we're going out to eat or we're going to the movies, I consider that to be a date. If we're just chilling in the crib, that's not a date, but I'm enjoying my time. Like, I'm enjoying being in your space, as I would hope you're doing the same. So, I guess, do you have to spend money? No, you don't have to spend money. Like, if we sitting in the living room painting or something, that's cute. Like, I like stuff like that. Or we go outside and eat on the porch. I don't know. You don't have to spend money to go out on a date. I feel like we're young. Like, well, I'm in college. My bad, y'all. I have no story. So let me hurry up. Answer this last question before it cut off on me. But I think I was saying, like, even if we go outside and have a little picnic with some food from in the house or just whatever, like, I feel like it can be considered a date. Anytime you're spending time with your significant other and just in a space, like, that's time that should be cherished. And I guess if you want, you could call it a date. Like, you don't necessarily have to spend money to go out on a date at all. And me, like, I'm the type of person where I don't like for a lot of money to be spent on me by who I'm with, just because of, like, how I was raised. My mom, she's very independent and I'm very independent. I like to get things and buy things on my own. I don't like to ask for help from no guy. So, I mean, if somebody want to do nice things for you, let them. It's okay. It's not the end of the world, and I have to keep reminding myself that. But no, you do not have to spend money for something to be considered a date. And I think that's... Oh, no, I lied. I got one more question. If someone wants to mess with you while they have something else going on, is it okay? It depends. Like, I've been in a situation like that. Like that before. Somebody wanted to continue to mess with me. I didn't even know they had a situation or a girlfriend. But when I found out, bye, that was a dub. Like, no. I mean, if you're okay with being a side piece, by all means, do what you do. It's not no judgment over here. Trust me. I don't have no room to judge anybody. But I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's okay. Like, you basically putting yourself second. Like, you making yourself look like, you feel me? Like, you don't mind being second. And I'm not coming second to nobody. Like, I saw this video the other day. Y'all should check it out. It's Tokyo Jet's Verified. She was explaining one of her songs. And she basically said, like, it's either me by myself or you can't have me at all. Like, I'm the prize. I'm not about to sit here and compete for nobody or their attention. Like, nah. That has a lot to do with, I'm going to keep it a buck. If you're okay with... Y'all, I did it again. Okay, let me hurry up. I'm saying, like, okay, if you have a certain amount of respect for yourself and you're not really insecure or whatever, you're not even going to want to be put second. Like, if you know how much you have to offer as a woman, you're not going to want to be put second. Like, you're literally the prize and it's literally their loss. So don't be okay with that unless you're just trying to get a bone, whatever. But if you're not, don't settle for that. But yeah, y'all, that's my video. I hope y'all enjoy. I'm going to really try to stay active. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what y'all want to hear next, what y'all want to know next. I'm down for anything. And thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Bye.